He wants nothing for himself. He is a public servant. When he's asked by his president to do something, he performs to the best of his abilities. He doesn't need it as a career move. He doesn't do it for his ego.
Very decisive and very committed as an ambassador to advance the interest of America.
Being effective, respected, and humble are rare qualities.
Someone who believes deeply in the goodness of America.
Craig Stapleton was born in Kansas City, Missouri. He spent his childhood growing up in Denver, Colorado, where his family had a proud history of public service. Craig's grandfather was Benjamin Stapleton, who served 5 terms as the mayor of Denver. His mother was a renowned Francophile and had a big influence on Craig's deep understanding of French and European culture. His family's philosophy of serving others would create a perfect foundation for Craig's monumental career as a businessman, philanthropist, and public servant.
There's always a sense that you have responsibility to your community and to your local, your fellow citizens to do something to better the community and not just feather your own nest.
Craig finished high school and got accepted to Harvard. With Harvard under his belt, he went to Washington, D.C. and started his career helping others less fortunate find a place to live. He worked for the National Housing Partnership and later the Ford Foundation, where he developed livable housing for low-income families in poverty-stricken areas.
So that was a pretty interesting start to what became a real estate career.
Working his way up, he became president of Marsh & McLennan Real Estate Advisors of New York from 1982 until 2001. Under George H.W. Bush, Craig would follow his family's legacy of helping others by sitting on the board of the Peace Corps. In 2000, George W. Bush enlisted Craig's help in a successful campaign to become president. By August 2001, Craig would be appointed U.S. ambassador to the Czech Republic. 1 month later, the world would change forever.
It's obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center.
I had 2 good friends who were killed. For me, it was extremely emotional to think of that day and think of what happened that day. I left my office in Prague to go introduce myself to the British ambassador to the Czech Republic. And about 5 minutes into the conference, his aide came in and said, "A second plane has hit the World Trade Center."
I saw Craig operate in Czechoslovakia. I thought he did a terrific job.
9/11 was the seminal event of the time I was an ambassador.
It was a very delicate matter, and Craig was very successful in getting them to be a partner.
Post 9/11, it was the time of 2 wars.
Craig was successful in helping secure the Czech Republic's participation of Operation Enduring Freedom. And in Prague 2002, Craig's post would oversee NATO's first ever summit behind the Iron Curtain. The valuable experience he gained in the Czech Republic would soon serve him well. In 2005, Craig was appointed U.S. ambassador to France.
Craig went to France, which is an even more complicated situation.
Our 2 countries kept not fighting but quarreling with each other, and here Craig had an agenda. Again, he knows exactly what he wants to do, and he knew he wanted to get French-American relations back on track, and that's exactly what he did.
He immediately switched on from the Czech Republic to the French Republic and was a beautiful representative of the United States of America.
He's a man of great value, human value, and it's what's missing probably nowadays. There's an energy and the great human value he has. Craig, what I would like to say is I sincerely congratulate you for this wonderful award. You certainly deserve it.
You've led a life that should inspire others, businessmen, diplomats, and philanthropists. You exemplify the best of the American dream, using skills and resources from your business success to benefit others around the world. I hope tonight's event motivates others to follow a similar path. Barbara and I wish we could join you tonight. We send our love to you and Debbie.
You had an incredible partner along the way, someone who had the same kind of skills that he did, but brought another dimension, a very creative, almost an artistic dimension. That was Debbie.
It'd be very hard to be an ambassador without a partner that could carry a big part of the load.
Craig today is still busy being a businessman, philanthropist, father, and grandfather. Asked by New York City Mayor Mike Bloomberg to sit on the board of the National 9/11 Museum and Memorial, Craig is determined to preserve the legacy of those who died, ensuring the world never forgets the families and victims.
Ambassador Stapleton, I'm honored to have worked with you to preserve the legacy of those lost on September 11th. Your passion helped create a lasting memorial at the heart of the tragedy and serves as an inspiration to all.
Although always modest and humble, Craig's greatness is obvious to anyone who glimpses at his life. A distinguished businessman and loyal public servant, Craig has defined his prolific career with generosity, excellence, and grace. We see the best of humanity and America reflected in Craig Stapleton.
A very effective diplomat who, ironically, has absolutely no ego. He had a job to do, and he did it very, very well.
His old friend might say that Craig has thrived in the role that destiny has assigned to him.
I've been very lucky because I've had a really interesting career in business. I've had a very interesting career in government. I've got lots of great friends, many of whom will be with us tonight. And I feel I've had a charmed life with a fantastic wife and great kids.